Hey everybody, come on in. Time to cook a real quick dinner for Kylie and Kareem. Something short and sweet. I made these wings the other night. They were sweet and spicy, and Kareem liked them, so I'm gonna do them again. And tonight I'm gonna add some of these waffle fries. And what I always do with my fries is season them. Tonight, to put so that I put less salt on them. I'm going to put the Tony Chachere's. Somebody told me how to say it. I think it's Tony Chachere's. I was calling it Tony Chocolates. It was Tony Chachere's. Chachere's. Tony Chachere's. No salt. Seasoning blend. This stuff is good. Okay, when I went to the store the other day, I saw where Paul Pruhan had a similar no salt seasoning. So, let me see what I can. Okay, this is called Magic Salt Free, and it's by Paul Pruhan. This costs $4.39. This was $1.99. Both of these have basically the same seasonings in it. I tried it, and they both are very good, salt-free, but this one costs a couple dollars more. So, anyway, nonetheless, I'm going to stick with the Tony Chachere's. It tastes about the same for $2 less. So, I sprinkle a good amount of that on there. Garlic powder. And also, I forgot back in the day, my husband used to faithfully use these butter buds. No fat, no cholesterol. And the sodium in here is like 60 milligrams of sodium per half teaspoon. So if I use a teaspoon, I only got 60 milligrams of sodium and a little bit of flavor on that. So to give it a nice little buttery taste. Of course, I already sprinkled my garlic powder on there. So I got those 4 seasonings. And just about a half of a teaspoon of adobo seasoning. You know, adobo seasoning has salt content. And again, I'm not putting a lot on here because I put those other seasonings on there. And you don't need a lot of salt. So I'm trying to see if it tells you. Sodium, 250 milligrams of sodium in 1/4 of a teaspoon. So I use a half a teaspoon. So to this, this is about 4 or 5 servings of French fries, if you want to call them French fries or potatoes. So these are for Kareem and Kylie. Not a lot of salt on those. I won't be eating those. I'm gonna thaw me some soup. I got a taste for a good old hot bowl of soup tonight. And of course, I'm gonna drizzle them a little bit. It's the way I always do my fries, rather than putting, deep frying them. I drizzle them with olive oil. So I'm going to drizzle these with olive oil. Put them in the oven for about 40 minutes. 400 degrees is what I'm going to put this on. Okay, just to give you an idea how I do my fries. So I'll make sure that they're all nice and covered with the seasoning. That way, like I say, if I get all that good seasoning on there, you won't need all that salt. I'm sure they're going to put some, ketchup on them and all that kind of stuff. So these are pretty healthy. I mean, I could have left off probably could have left off that, this adobo seasoning. I probably only put maybe a half a teaspoon, or whatever I put was very minimal, okay? And since I'm not going to be eating them. So if you want to make your foods healthier, just start using some of these different seasonings with all these different added seasoning, these blended seasonings, and it makes a big difference. Okay, so we got those ready to go in the oven, but we're going to hold off on them for right now. But because I'm going to have to put the some chicken wings. I'm doing some chicken wings. I'm not going to put them in the cooker. I'm just going to go ahead and put them. I got about 16, and these are good size ones too. There are about 16 of them, and they're those quick frozen ones that you buy at the supermarket. So that's a nice pan. They'll have hopefully a few left for tomorrow, if not. What can I say? Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing with these as I've done with the fries. I'm going to put, and this is a good 3 pounds of wings. Just going to sprinkle them with some adobo seasoning, about a half a teaspoon. You're not going to need a whole lot because I'm going to be putting, and that's the only salt content item that I'm going to be putting on there. And this is the Paul Crujon. I just happened to pick that up, but just to make sure, you can put as much of this as we want on there. But this is really good seasoning, y'all. And of course, we can put as much garlic powder as we want. And I'm gonna say we're putting, for 3 pounds, about a good tablespoon of each one. So get them doused up real good. Yes, darling. Okay, let Grandma finish doing this. Let Gigi finish doing this, and I'll be over there in a minute, okay? And then I'm going to take this Butter Buzz. And remember, this is 60 milligrams of sodium on here for the Butter Buzz. Each one I probably put with a couple teaspoons of that on there. So these are all ready to go into the oven. I'm going to put them in the oven at 400 degrees uncovered. Okay. So these are nice and covered because you know what's going to happen with these. You're going to get a lot of water. So I'm not worried about, you know, each one getting coated so much because there was a chunk of ice on that one. But these are quick frozen. They're glazed. And they're going to yield some water. So we're not going to worry about them too much right now. There's another clump of ice. I guess I rinsed them off, but I didn't want a lot of water on them. Okay. Doesn't matter because I'm going to put them in there high heat, uncovered. And these are going to have to cook a good hour. So we're going to go ahead and get them into the oven right now at 400 degrees. And we've already started. So we're going to put cook time is one hour, and I'll check them intermittently. But the potatoes, we're just gonna wait until the last half hour, and then we'll put the potatoes in there and they'll cook. And I'll probably do them some garlic bread or something like that. But like I said, I've got me some good old homemade soup off to the side that I'm gonna thaw and eat for my dinner. And before I go off screen though, let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to make a sweet and spicy sauce to go on those wings once they get done. So I've got about this is a fourth cup of sweet and sour sauce right here. You know what? Let me go ahead and do this, because I am going to have to add water to it. So Cream said he liked that sauce I made the other night. So this is going to be about a fourth cup of that sweet and sour. All together, we're going to need about a cup and a half, pretty much, of sauce to put on them. So this is just your Sweet Baby Ray's. That's about a 3/4 cup. And I'm going to put about a half a cup of Sweet Baby Ray's because we don't want that barbecue seasoning to take over the flavor, okay? Stir that up real good. And of course, y'all know I got to pull out the brown sugar over there. I got to get the brown sugar going. I'm going to sprinkle about a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder in there. Got to put some of our Paul Crujon, teaspoon of that in there. And let's see, what else am I going to put in there? I'm going to put some onion powder in there. This one's about finished. Half a teaspoon of that in there. And I've got some, I didn't take my agave. I got some agave syrup. I'm going to put a couple tablespoons of agave in there. I'm going to have to add more water. This is a little bit thicker than what I really want it to be. And then I'll put my couple tablespoons of brown sugar. And that's going to be the sauce for those wings once they come out of the oven. So y'all remember my measurements. I didn't write them down. Y'all know me, I make it up as I go along sometimes. But this is one of those quick Friday night meals. Be right back. Okay, I'm right back. I hope y'all are having a God bless Friday afternoon. That is 1.5, and that's the other half. That's enough, I think. Even though I gotta put some water, I'm gonna put some water in here. You know, as this virus situation goes on, more and more places are shutting down, and you know, our town here in Goldsboro, I mean, it doesn't matter, you know, people say, don't tell people exactly where you're. What difference does it make? We're going through a crisis now that trumps anything that we could even think of. So here in my town, I'm understanding that they're about to shut some more things down beyond what they've already done. So my neighbor works in the healthcare field, and she just walked over here a while ago and told me they're getting ready to decide what they're going to do here. So things are escalating. You know, I live in a small town. I think there's like 45,000 in my city. So that's relatively small. So they're getting ready to shut some things down here. And I just hope that they're shutting down as precaution and not because anything specific has happened. Yes, baby doll.
I need help.
You need help? Oh, she broke her little spinner thing. What happened, darling? Your top came off? Okay, Gigi gonna help you in just a second. Let me finish off this segment and then I'll help you, okay? That's Kylie. She's here with me. She is the sweetest little thing. I hadn't seen her, and she's been gone with her mom for about a month, so we're excited to have a little pooper back here with us. But anyway, as I was saying, they're talking about shutting down some more things here in my city. So I just pray your strength in the Lord, that whatever's going on in your town, that you're adhering to, you know, what the leadership is saying and all the guidelines that are being put out, because certainly they're being put out for your own benefit and for your safety. I notice around town that there are more and more things being shut down, and I thank God that, you know, we've made it thus far, and I just thank God that He has given those of us who would pray a mind to pray. He's given us patience, because certainly we need patience during this time frame, and we need a mind to pray for one another, pray without ceasing. We have to constantly pray every day to keep things going. So I'm fixing these little light meals here for, of course, Kareem is here with me, and Kyle is here today, but I'm just fixing light meals. And I'm trying to stay healthy as well, because like I said, I'm not eating these French fries and this sweet chicken. I'm going to eat a bowl of good old vegetable soup that I made last week. So y'all hang on. Those wings have got to cook for a little bit more. Well, about 45 minutes more, and then I'm going to pop in the potatoes here in about 20 minutes. And I will let you see the outcome. I hope you all got your mind on cooking some things. How'd y'all like that foot-long hamburger? Was that not wonderful? It was. That, look, let me tell y'all something. That foot-long hamburger with all the fixing, that thing was good. Like I told you, my part of the foot-long, I put my turkey and mushroom burger on my end, and then of course the other 4, of course, Kareem ate the other 4. But that thing was good, because we had it loaded up. Well, now I put a little extra mayo, because mayonnaise to me make everything taste good on the sandwich. So I put that little extra mayo on there. Had that lettuce and tomatoes, and it was just good. That toasted French bread, it was awesome, y'all. So you have to try that. I told Tanya, well, I'm gonna have to do it again so I can have everybody over, and we'll make we'll make several of them, so we can just eat as many or as much hamburger sub as we want to. And somebody mentioned that they would put cheese Well, we normally do. Kareem doesn't like cheese, so I didn't put cheese. You know, so teachers on. I even like a fried egg on a burger. That's the way we used to eat them over in Spain. Uh, so I didn't do the egg. So there are many ways to do a hamburger, but that particular way, for me, the unique thing was that I did it on that foot long piece of French bread, and it was quite wonderful with the toasted buttery bread. So, anywho, I'm gonna go out for a while, and I will be right back. And even in between, y'all, as things are escalating, we got to continue. We got to pray, y'all. We got to get really, really, really serious about this thing and pray, because you know what? The one thing that we can do and control is pray and make our petition known before the Lord, to ask Him to help us through this thing, and most of all, help us not to get paranoid and stop having all these different little theories and all these wild racing thoughts, but just to continue to pray for the will of God to bring us through this situation. I'm telling y'all, it is pray. If we ever thought about praying, or if we ever want to put it to the test, now would be the time to pray without ceasing. So even while I'm gone, y'all get your praise on, get your pray on, and go ahead and fix you something to eat, and I'll be right back. Okay, all is well that ends well. This is it. It's ready. The Friday night honey and sweet and sour wings, and those lettuce fries, and some good old garlic bread. So Kareem's gonna have a field day with this meal here tonight, he and Kylie. So thank y'all for hanging in there with me. Hope y'all went back in there and found something, drug some out of the freezer or refrigerator or cooked from scratch, or you can still order in. It is Friday night after all. But most of all, I hope that you all continue to pray and to make good of this time that you have with your family and friends too, if they are fortunate enough to be around you during this time frame. And as I said, next week I think our situation here in North Carolina is going to get a little bit more tighter, so we'll be in home a lot more. I'll be coming up with a few more dishes, different dishes to eat. Like I say, also I'm going to have just a hot bowl of soup tonight. I'm going to forego the French fries, the garlic bread, and these good old these hot honey wings, these spicy honey flavored wings. So until I decide to cook something again, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for continuing to stay standing in the gap with me and praying without ceasing, and all of your words of encouragement that just keeps me going and going and going, whether I feel like it or not. I thank y'all so much for tuning into my channel. All of my new subscribers, thank y'all so much. Continue to listen, and as time goes on, I'm going to try to come up with some new and different ideas of quick things to fix, as a matter of fact, and of course some more healthy dishes. And I got to get back on my Black History facts as well. So thank y'all for tuning in. Love you guys. And until I decide to cook again, now keep those prayers going up so the blessings will continue to come down. Toodaloo.